knowledge, and sports gives us physical development and strength. So sports are not less important than studies and vice versa. They both are important for life and should be equally balanced. But then, why there is always a comparison between sports and studies? A warm namaste to everyone. My name is Agastya Guha and I am going to talk on the most debatable topic among students and their parents. Why are sports compared to studies? First of all, what are studies? Studies broadly is all about knowledge and marks. But in reality, it is to shape up your own career by the means of theory and practical. Now what is sports? Sports for me is practice, fun and discipline. But it is an activity involving physical exertion and skill, in which an individual competes with another individual or a team competes with another team for fun and competition. Now with these meanings and definition, we can understand that they both are equally important. But then, why in the blue blaze there is always a comparison between sports and studies? Traditionally, our parents and our grandparents were told to focus on studies as that is going to provide them with bread and butter. We have seen that in so many movies also. But at the same time, so many sportspersons have proven it wrong time and again. There are so many people who are not good at studies but are successful sportsperson. They have played several tournaments and are recognized around the world, such as Paul Pogba, Pele, Luka Modric and more. I was confused until I joined RATNA International School. Here they have very clear direction for sports and studies and give equal importance to both. They also have a very good environment for sports, and my fellow mates have represented the school at state and national level in various sports. They are also supported in their studies by doing extra classes. We had stay back every alternate day after school hours for sports practice, along with regular studies. I used to practice karate in my previous school, and at RRIS I was introduced to a new martial art, Taekwondo. My coach at school is a gold medalist at national level, and his guidance in just 1 year, I represented my school and my district in divisional level. I also play football, and my coach at school is very passionate about this sport. He always motivates our team on and off the ground. But this has not affected my studies, as my school has helped me to balance them both. Even during lockdown due to COVID pandemic, we had online classes and assignments on both academics and sports. Sports teaches us teamwork, that is how to respect other team members' action and correct it if it is wrong. It also teaches us leadership qualities, that is how to motivate a team and lead them to victory. Imagine a person who scored 100% marks all his life but is a poor team player and a bad leader. The chances of him being successful are less. A successful person should have the right mix of knowledge, fitness and leadership qualities. But still in many schools, maximum sports periods are taken for studies, which is not right, and I strongly feel that sports period should only be focused on sports. As I was saying earlier, sports have been compared to studies, but as the time is gradually changing, earlier people used to think that sportsmen, except for few selected cricketers, lead a very ordinary life. They struggle for their bread and butter. There are so many sportsmen in the past who could not make it to the main line due to lack of support. One such example is marathon boy Buddha Singh, who because of lack of proper training missed out on big opportunities. But thankfully things are different now, and most sports are recognized nationally and internationally. Colleges and government bodies have come together to offer sportsmen a quota for prestigious jobs and higher studies. Now beyond cricket, we all know Sunil Chhetri in football, Sania Nehwal and PV Sindhu in badminton, Sakshi Malik in wrestling and many more. Hard work and dedication always takes you forward, whether in sports or in studies, and one should not ignore either of them, and that is what I have learned from my parents. They always help me in my studies and encourage me during my sports competitions. Even though they have a very busy schedule, they still make sure that at least one of them is present to cheer me up during my sports competitions. My mother scolded me when I lost my first martial art tournament many years back, At that time, it did hurt me. But she was totally right. To achieve any goal, we need to be persistent, focused, sustainable, and above all, have the passion to excel. With these attributes, whatever we do in our life, whether in sports or in studies, we are bound to get success. And even if we fail, we will be satisfied. That satisfaction will take our efficiency to another level. There is this quote that my mother always tells me, and she thoroughly believes in it. खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे कि बता तेरी रजा क्या है. So for me, thanks to my school, both sports and studies have equal importance in my life. What we have to do is just whatever we are doing at any moment, we should give 100% and try to get 100% out of it. The moment we will start doing so, the comparison would end. I would like to end my talk with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi ji. He said, "By education I mean an all-round growing of a best in child and a man in body, mind and spirit." Thank you.